Hey guys, my name is Batimio, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Mailbox. This is a video series where you guys can submit your gaming or Battlefield 3 related questions, and then I will give my opinion on them. If you'd like to submit your own question, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message or by leaving a comment down below, whichever one you're most comfortable with. I will read all of them, and it could potentially be featured in an upcoming episode. So to get things started, the first question for today comes in from LOLAPig1, who asks, I was going to ask you for your opinion about bringing stealth forward in Battlefield 3. At this state, the only way you can actually play stealthy is by putting a suppressor on your weapon and do your best not to get spotted. I think DICE could add specializations and attachments to improve the stealth aspect of the game. I was thinking things such as a lens for the sniper rifle to decrease the scope glare, a perk where you will be unable to be 3D spotted but visible on the map, and perhaps put some more effective camos for your soldier. I think this would improve the recon class and give it an option to be more stealthy, or if you would like to approach stealthily with your squad on a game mode such as Rush. So more or less, I do agree with you. It would be nice if DICE gave us a couple more options to play that stealthy role and to keep us hidden or to keep us a little bit more stealthy. I don't think that DICE is really going to do any changes for Battlefield 3 or those drastic changes. I mean, I could be wrong. They might do something for the endgame DLC. But, you know, maybe we can keep our fingers crossed for Battlefield 4. But I also kind of wanted to address some of the things you have in here and why I think DICE didn't do the things that you recommended in Battlefield 3 and why it probably won't happen in Battlefield 4. So the first thing is 3D spotting, and in my opinion, this is easily one of the most useful mechanics in Battlefield 3. It allows you to identify targets at a distance. If someone is trying to play a little bit more stealthily, they're trying to hide in bushes and stuff like that, all of a sudden they're going to stick out with a sore thumb with that red triangle over their head, and if you want to do well in this game, you're going to want to abuse this mechanic to its fullest because it really does allow you to get a lot more kills and help out your team. And I know some people don't like this mechanic. They think it trivializes the game, it makes it a little bit too arcadey, and those players usually stick to the hardcore servers, or they just haven't played Battlefield 3 in quite some time. I'm on the side where I do think that it adds a nice team dynamic where you can spot someone off the distance. If you couldn't take them out yourself, hopefully your ally will be able to assist you and take them out. That's a completely different discussion. But now let's say that they added a mechanic, or they added a specialization where you were no longer 3D spotted, but you were of course spotted on the minimap, and I do think that's a good compensation. But if they did add this specialization, I honestly believe that it would almost be mandatory for everyone to use it, because truly you would be at a huge disadvantage if you were the only one that was getting 3D spotted. And if that was the case, I think that that would push a specialization to the point where it's too powerful and not balanced. And I know that DICE doesn't want specializations to feel mandatory and overpowered. And if they did add that, I honestly do believe that it would be pushed over into the overpowered category. As for your sniper glare recommendation, I absolutely agree with you. I do understand why DICE added this system into the game. They wanted to make sure that the recon class wasn't overpowered and that they weren't just staying prone like 1,000 meters away from the battle and no one could figure out where they were getting shot from. And so I understand why they did it, but I think that they went way too far with it, and it got to the point where now it's just a flashlight at the end of your barrel, and it has effectively made the recon class one of the worst classes of the game for that simple fact. And I'm hoping that they do not go down this route for Battlefield 4. I hope they learn their lesson from Battlefield 3 and try to figure out some other way of making sure that snipers just don't stay off in the boonies and never get detected. There's also been some other great stealth suggestions that you guys have submitted. One of them I think I mentioned 3 or 4 videos ago, where if you are using a suppressor, you're going to continue to stay off the minimap, but you will also not show up on the kill cam. So if you take out a buddy, or you take out a target who is with some buddies, he's not going to be able to, over voice chat, tell his friends exactly where you are. So DICE really has a lot of options that they can try to make stealth a more viable option in their future Battlefield titles, and I hope they do, because I do like to play the stealth role in first-person shooters, and I would love to do that in a Battlefield 4. The next question for today is, as a Battlefield 3 premium member, do you think all premium members should get access to Battlefield 4 beta for free when it comes out? Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that premium users should get access to the Battlefield 4 beta. And it's really annoying. I understand why EA does this, because they are a company and they're all about the bottom line. But it's really annoying when they don't force players to purchase their crappy games like Medal of Honor Warfighter or Medal of Honor 2010. But they make it enticing because they know that a lot of their Battlefield fans will pre-order their crappy games just to get access to something Battlefield related. And like I said, I understand the mentality behind it. It's basically just marketing, and they're all about the money. But it would be really nice every once in a while if they would just give back to that hardcore community and give something to the community that has shown that they're dedicated Battlefielders. I mean, everyone who's purchased Premium has bought in the game for like $60. They probably have, and they paid $50 for the Premium service itself. And they're basically showing to DICE and EA that we love this game so much that we're willing to not really risk $50, but we're willing to put down $50 for DLCs that we don't even know any information about. We're putting our money in your hands to hope that you will bring us amazing content, and I don't think we've really been let down with Battlefield 3, and it would be nice if EA would give back to those people that have shown so much interest in the Battlefield franchise and be like, hey, you guys have been loyal fans, you are all amazing, we're going to give you access to the Battlefield 4 beta for free, and that would, in my opinion, be amazing. Granted, I do not think that's going to happen because they have already given this pre-order bonus to the Medal of Honor Warfighter crowd, and what they might do is they might give the Medal of Honor Warfighter a earlier access, and then all premium users, they'll get access to that next, and then they might open the floodgates after that. That would be, in my opinion, a good compromise, but simply because they've already given the pre-order bonus for Medal of Honor Warfighter, if they went back on that and they gave it access to all premium members, I think there would be a little bit of outrage, but people kind of should already be a little outraged. They've already spent $50 on the premium service. I know that there wasn't any indication when you purchased it that you would be getting the Battlefield 4 beta, but still, it would be an amazing gesture, and I would hope that EA and DICE would go down that route. The final question for today is, what do you think of making an option for Battlefield 4 where matches are forever and the weather, etc. will change over time? By optional, I mean some servers do have an unlimited time duration and the rest are just the regular matches as we know them. So I do think that first-person shooters are going to head in this direction where there are persistent worlds. We already have PlanetSide 2, and if you have not played that game, as long as you have a decent PC, you owe it to yourself to try that game out. It's amazing. I love PlanetSide 2. That being said, though, I do not think that is the direction Battlefield 4 is going to take. It would be really cool if they had different weather patterns. You know, one match it's all sunny and bright, the other time it's thunder and lightning. That would be cool, and that would add a nice dynamic and flavor to a lot of these matches. But I don't see them lasting forever, because one of the problems, if you played on a 1,000 ticket server, even for Battlefield 3 right now, you'll know that the maps just get completely destroyed, and they just aren't as fun when everything is just completely torn to shreds. I know it's fun to get to that point, but after playing with no trees like on Caspian Border for a good 20 minutes, it's just like, alright, I would like this to end and I would like to start the round over again. And if that is what they did for Battlefield 4, I think that would be a weakness. So no, I don't think that is the direction that they are going to take for their next title. I think it's just going to resemble what we have right now in Battlefield 3, where we will be able to probably change the ticket counts and things will last a very long time. I've seen a 2,000 or a 25,000 ticket server. It was absolutely ridiculous. So if you do want to play on those servers, you'll probably have that option, and they might feel like they're forever, because pretty much they are. And I would like them to have more dynamic environments. That would be awesome, but I do not think that they are going to go open world, or I don't think that's what you're really implying here, but I don't think that they are going to go this unlimited route. But yeah, that's about it for today's Sunday Mailbox. I hope you enjoyed. But now that you guys know what I thought about these 3 topics, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts by letting me know in the comments below. But if you guys enjoyed today's video or just want to support my channel, it always brings a smile on my face when you give my videos a rating. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.